G'day everyone, my name's Keith. I've just come up the Sunshine Coast this morning. We're up here nice and early, we're just waiting for the sun to come up now. It's the start of summer, so we're just going to try and target a range of species that we'll normally catch during summer. At the moment we're chasing a few fish around these bridge pylons, so we're likely to get trevally, mangrove jack, maybe a cod, flatties, brim. A bit later on we're going to push up the river and chase a jack and a jewie on a couple of the rock bars and play it by ear and see what happens. Oh, hooks fell out. That's a big jack. Just jigging that prawn star down right in against that pylon. Hopefully he's got a mate, because I don't think he'll be coming back. Be a nice looking flatty, I'd say, this one. Oh, he's a nice lizard. Let's go down in there. Just woof that prawn star right down there. You see the other hook way in there. Just sitting along that bridge. There's so much bait around here at the moment. There's that nice little flatty I just caught on the prawn star. I'm actually going to keep this one for a feed. I'll just show you a quick way how to put them out of the misery really quickly. Just hang them over an edge like that and push down on their head, and that's instantly dead. Keeps them better for the table as well if you can kill them quick and get them straight on ice. We'll have him for tea. Beautiful. Ooh, what is that? Big lizard. Jeez, it's going hard. Ooh, take him easy, he's pretty big. It's not fighting like a flatty, is it? Calm down, big fella. I just changed down to a little 2.5 inch grub again, to see if we could get something brim or something a bit smaller, and this big fella's grabbed it. I've got a 12-pound leader on here, so hopefully we should be right. Should have bought the bigger net. Get your head down, big girl. It's hooked in the corner of the mouth anyway. Turn your head. That's a pretty decent sort of lizard. Been throwing bigger lures around all morning. As soon as I get into that little grub, I get a big flatty. I'll just get the grips in her. Alright, we'll get this girl on the mat. See how big she is. There we go. 84. That's the thing with fishing bridge pylons. You wouldn't expect a big lizard to be sitting here, but they attract so much bait that you can catch absolutely anything around them. Summer's not the best time to be chasing big flatties either, but you never know. It's that tiny little grub. Smashed it too. Must have really wanted it for some reason. There we go. 84 centimetres. It's a nice lizard. We'll just get a couple of still pics and get it back in the water. Release it back in the same spot of quarter. Just give her a bit of time to have a bit of a swim. The legal limit in Queensland's 75 centimetres, the maximum size. This one's well and truly over that. They're all breeders over about 65 centimetres anyway. So we'll get this big girl back in and hopefully she does a bit more breeding. Right to go? There we go. There she goes. Alright, let's get into a few more. Just come back to the same spot where I hooked that flatty before. Let's see if there's another one in there. The tide's just started running out here, and you can see that corner there, the current's just ripping around. That'll push all the bait through here. That flatty probably sits here every day of the week. Gets all the food it needs right here. There's only about 6 feet of water in there. Slightly deeper out on these pylons, but they don't need a lot of water. Just giving that a couple of little flicks. About a foot off the bottom and then just letting it sink back down. The tail on these little grubs wiggles even at really slow speeds. Oh! There you go. Didn't even get a look in. It was right on that back pylon too. I was retrieving that so quick. Clean as a whistle. Oh, tie another one on and keep going. Oh, that's a nice fish. Might have a dewy here. Oh. Oh. That's a good solid fish. Not ruling out a jack out in the open here yet. Ooh, feels actually jacky. More than dewy at the moment. Whew. So look at you, big fella. That's a dewy. It's not a bad one either. He's woofed it right down. Ugh. There we go. It's the fella I've been after all morning. Just found this is a big rock bar here and there's just bait everywhere. stuck one of my favourite little lures on, a little 3-inch minnows, Zman. The Jewies love these little things. Grippers. Come on, buddy, settle down. There we go. It's a nice little Jewy. He's cream, that little 3-inch minnow. It's the root beer gold on a 3/8/30 head under extreme TT head. Didn't miss the mark. Just get a quick measure of this bloke. Oh, that's a nice little Jewy there. He's about 76, 77 centimetres. Been fishing a lot of bridge pylons this morning and just catching a lot of flathead. We hooked that nice jack, but what I've done is push way up the river. The bait's up here. Water looks really good. And sounded a lot of bait and seen a couple of arches, and yeah, that's the end result there. Obviously the predators are up here eating all the bait, where all the bulk of the bait is. I'll get the hook out of this bloke and see if we can get another one for you. That's the lure that did the damage there, little 3-inch minnows. It's got that head under extreme hook and a really big gape on them. You don't miss too many fish with those. Alright, there's that nice Jew. We just got a few still shots of him. Now we're going to let him go. He's over the legal size, but we've got that nice flatty in there for a feed. We'll get this bloke back in. Nice. See if we can get another one. Alright, I've had a pretty good day on the Sunshine Coast today. Started out early fishing a lot of bridge pylons up towards the mouth of the river. Things are a little bit quiet early, we're waiting for the tide to push in. Ended up dropping a little prawn star down. There's a lot of herring and everything around there, so I sort of figured maybe the fish were getting a little bit sick of the herring. So I dropped this little guy down, give him a few flicks, and ended up hooking a big jack on it. The hooks fell out unfortunately, but ended up getting a nice flatty on the prawn star as well. Fished another couple of bridges as well. Caught a lot of flathead on the back of the pylons in the red 4-inch swimmer, the Zman swimmer. Just rigged on a 1/4 ounce and a 3/8 ounce TT head. That was basically just sitting down current from the bridge, throwing up next to the pylons and working. I was actually chasing jacks at that stage, but as it got past the pylons, the flatties were just sitting in the eddies there where the bait was, and whammo. Things went a little bit quiet from there. I moved to another bridge and downsized, dropped this little 2.5-inch Zman grub down and got that nice big flatty, went 84 centimetres. That was a good croc, especially for summer. You don't see a lot of crocs around here in summer. That was a real highlight of the day. That was on the light brim rod. We had a 12-pound leader thankfully, but light braid, 6-pound braid, and yeah, that was good fun. From there, moved up the river and chased a couple of jacks on the rock bars up there. The jacks are a little bit quiet today, but hooked 2 or 3 during the day. But found a deep rock bar that had a lot of bait on it. I dropped this 3-inch minnow, Zman minnows down. That's rigged on a 3/8 headhunter TT jighead. You can see that wide gape there. You get a really good hook up on these, especially on a bigger fish. And basically sat out wide. The bait was all out in the middle of the rock bar. Threw past the bait and just kept jigging it through, and whack, finally ate it. And that was a nice fish too. Went 76, 77 centimetres. Put up a really good fight. It was good fun. From there we moved up a little bit further, found a really good rock bar, missed another jack, but that's jack fishing for you. Sort of just goes to show you what a summer session can be like. There's so much variety. You know, the river's beautiful at the moment, everything's clean, there's a lot of bait, a lot of flathead. But even if you're just catching flathead all day, it's fun, but you're going to get the odd mangrove jack as well. So all that, there's a lot of the fishing I did today was structure orientated, bridge pylons, rock bars. A lot of it's to do with the sounder. I find a lot of stuff on the sounder, bait schools, deep holes, rock bars, fallen trees. So just pays to keep alert all the time, keep your eye on the sounder and just move about. Look, I covered, I don't know, probably 10 k's of river today, and yeah, it shows the results are there. So yeah, get out on the river this summer and see what you can come up with, and I'll catch you out there.